As part of the Rural Mobility Studio with Professor Ming Ting at the University of Cincinnati, we researched and designed around the future development of autonomous vehicles and their interaction with architecture. Our group is composed of myself, Madison Cooke, and teammates Nick Chism and Kristian Wiel, who we will hear from later. We chose to focus on the future of camping when vehicles are optimized for more than just driving.
This studio was done alongside a transportation design studio, reimagining the future of car design with self-driving technology. We have 3 examples of how the existing car models would be updated for the future of tourism in 2035. This design focuses on an Airbnb framework where the car would be rented and optimized for a 2-person road trip. This group focused on a long-term travel plan, including a small kitchenette inside the car. This car is designed to combat high rent car costs, replacing the need for city apartments. Lastly, this group focused on a car designed for the National Park Service. They put an emphasis on how pets are now considered a member of the family and include a pop-out dog washing station and an internal shower system. To begin our project, we researched existing structures that exemplified our goals. The Loblolly House highlights our construction techniques and kinetic skin goals. The main facade is built out of horizontally folding doors and vertically folding window covers. This allows the whole face to open and close in multiple combinations depending on the weather conditions. The whole facade is optimized for passive cooling systems, and the building is overall designed for minimal environmental impact. For construction, the building was broken down into simple pieces to decrease the on-site construction time to a matter of days. There was an overall frame system, smart cartridges that contained the necessary plumbing and electrical, dumb cartridges that were simply wall panels, and then all the additional equipment that were placed into those. All pieces were prepared in a factory off-site and then brought in and installed very quickly on-site. For the hotel, these images highlight the container style of prefab units being used for the quick construction. The following designs are situated on the existing Black River Reservation, Burr Oak location. This is one of the many metro parks in Lorain County, Ohio. The weather in this area is volatile at best, making it difficult for constant public usage. Our new system is designed to solve this problem and works at 3 different scales: the hotel near the entry, and the multifamily and individual cabins that are located along the new proposed loop.
The individual cabin is designed for couples or small families looking to get away into nature. The building is broken up into 3 main spaces: the garage, the covered porch with movable shell, and the interior living space with the sleeping loft. The car is still intended to be the main sleeping option when staying at the cabin. The garage then serves as additional security when sleeping or when exploring the campgrounds. It also provides thermal comfort when sleeping in the car, as the garage is insulated more than the car can be. The covered porch serves as a multifunctional space, providing both interior and exterior space through the movable shell that encompasses it. This shell is able to be opened and closed by the user to provide options for how they would like to use the space. On nice days, the shell could be open for a more direct connection to the outdoors, or on rainy days it can be closed. This porch also provides an additional sleeping option for those who want to be able to sleep outside with the shell either closed or open, depending on the weather. The interior living space offers limited kitchen, bathroom, living, and a small sleeping loft. This sleeping loft provides another sleeping option for those who do not want to stay in their cars, or for those whose cars do not have built-in sleeping space. The size of the living space is kept deliberately small so as to not take away from the site around the building. The building is meant to serve as a place to enjoy nature. This is why there are elements like the movable shell and exterior folding doors that all allow for the outside to come in. The building is built into modules that are pre-assembled off-site and then put together on-site for ease of construction. This drastically reduces the amount of time needed, as well as simplifying the building process. This system of 4-foot wide panels also allows for units of varying sizes depending on the intended use case. The only work required on-site would be pouring foundations/piers, creating the deck structure, and final interior and exterior finishes. Here are exterior renderings of the building. From this you can see more of the wooded site. On the left you will notice the shell in a semi-open state currently set up for dinner. On the top right you will notice the folding exterior door open to allow for the continuation of the interior to the exterior deck. On the bottom right you can see the storage that is built into the stairs, as well as the kitchen and sleeping loft.
The multifamily cabin is designed to accommodate larger groups while still maintaining a direct relationship to the outdoors. The pod is the base structure that can be repeated to the desired shape and quantity. Each pod is designed to accommodate 2 cars, which are to be used as the primary sleeping location. Inside is a folding bed, a kitchenette, and a dining table to add additional comfort. This building is intended to be buried deep in the woods. In order to keep it as unobtrusive as possible, each piece breaks down to avoid large machinery. The doors and window covers will be brought on site in their individual panels. All additional equipment is able to be installed in their final size. The floors, walls, and roof are broken into panels for easy assembly. The largest pieces are 10 foot long by 4 foot tall and slot together on site. Each component is optimized for prefabrication and allows for quick and unobtrusive construction. The skin of the building is designed to be adjustable to all weather conditions. The opening is filled with folding doors that allow for the majority of the facade to be opened, optimizing airflow without taking up floor space. Each set of doors is equipped with a window cover that can be raised to let sun in or collapsed to block the extra light. The plumbing core is an additional optional piece separate from the pods. The plumbing cores are accessible by the public and include hookups to the individual pods for kitchenettes. Without the core, the kitchenettes run on water tanks but have an increased capacity when connected. It also can be used to refill the visiting car's internal systems. The car designs include showers and minor utilities, making this plumbing core an added luxury but not a necessity. The pods, although able to stand on their own, are designed to be connected to create larger structures. There are vertically collapsible walls centered on the shared wall, and therefore can connect at reversible angles. A complete ring would form a decagon from 5 pods, but if a pod is flipped, then they can be continued indefinitely in whatever desired shape and quantity. This makes them adjustable to all site conditions and can be implemented elsewhere easily. To summarize, we have the redesigned cars optimized for this bedroom and small living spaces. We have the pods, which have another optional bedroom, kitchen and dining spaces, and a large living space. From there, it can attach to a plumbing core with the pod hookups and potential indoor plumbing and utility closets.
Here are exterior images of a full array of pods with a plumbing core. The window covers and doors are open, showing how connected the pods can be to the outdoors. Here are images from inside the pods. On the left, you can see a single pod with the connecting wall closed. On the right, you can see how the space expands when the connecting wall is opened.
Here you can see the relationship between the 2 scales of pods. They can coexist on one site with enough trees in the middle to create a buffer between them for increased privacy.
The third and largest scale of this whole site project is the hotel. This is the highest density building, and it offers more amenities and creature comforts to guests who may not want to be fully immersed in the wilderness like the other 2 structures, while you still have access to the majority of outdoor activities. There are 2 unit types for this hotel, a 2-bay and a 3-bay. The 2-bay has a living room and kitchen space with laundry and a bathroom, and operates under the assumption that the car is the bedroom space, or the guest may choose to use a pull-out couch from the sofa in the living room. The 3-bay unit has the same amenities, but is given an extra ADA bedroom and an ADA bathroom for disabled guests who want a more comfortable experience than sleeping in the car, or for larger families or groups who need to spread out more and have more diverse resting spaces. This cut axon here gives you a better idea of the different fixtures, the different furniture and systems within the building, and how the spaces correlate with each other. The floor plan is largely linear in orientation that makes it easy for navigation. The common spaces and building operation can be found in the center of the building. That's better for ventilation and routing purposes, and it helps guests find out where all those other spaces they have access to are located. Stairwells on the end are for emergency or chosen egress, and the elevator is located in the center for vertical circulation as well. Second floor plans are very much the same, with the exception they have all guest rooms where the common spaces were, with the exception of the mechanical storage. On the second and third floor, where these shorter units were on the first floor, that entry unit that had the laundry and the bathroom, there is now a bedroom in that space with the bathroom still. You get the bedroom back that you otherwise wouldn't have because of the car docking situation, so you either have a 1 or 2 bedroom unit now on the second and third floor. The building is made up of pre-manufactured pods that are built in a factory or warehouse due to the better quality and climate control in the building environment, which are then loaded onto trucks to be transported to the site. On the site itself, some things have to be built to suit on site, such as the foundation, the elevator and stair cores, and the larger common spaces due to their complexity. Once those pods arrive on site, they are erected into place with cranes in a very systematic way, where each pod has a designated spot on the site and on the building. They kind of stack like Legos. Even the hallway units are put together this way. Once all the pods and the hallway units are assembled, facade elements and the last-minute details are added to the building, such as the roof and the porte-cochere, and the rest of the site work is completed. And here we have a couple shots of what the interior living room space would look like on the guest room unit, and how the lobby would look to the guests as they walk in to check into the hotel or walk to use the complimentary dining service.
Technology is ever-changing, but it is still important to take time to enjoy nature. Although we may not all be experts at roughing it, there are alternative options that allow everyone to connect with the outdoors. As technology gets more advanced and screen time increases, it's important we design for such changes and use architecture to blend the digital and physical worlds.